Hello my gorgeous Cancerians, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you my gorgeous Cancerians, and it's for May 2019. So it's for you my gorgeous Cancerians, and it's for May 2019. The 16th of May, it is going to be a very important day, or it's going to be a very important date for you indeed. And I'm going to take these cards right now and I'm going to tell you what exactly is going to happen to you on the 16th of May and why the 16th of May is going to be so important. It is going to be very important indeed, and this card is indicating that there is going to be big change that is going to be happening, and big change that is going to start to manifest when it comes to your home, when it comes to your emotions, and when it comes to those things that you have been focusing on, but especially in the last 24 months. Those things that you have been focusing on in the last 24 months concerning your home, concerning your finances, concerning your emotions, and concerning your life in general. All those things are going to come together, and they are going to have a massive, huge, amazing, absolutely incredible turnaround. And what is going to happen on the 16th of May and after the 16th of May, there is a whole new option going to become available. There is a whole new option that is going to become very evident, and that particular option is going to be the beginning of something absolutely massive, the beginning of something absolutely huge, the beginning of the whole new stage in your life indeed. Okay, just to let you know, it is also going to be absolutely brilliant time to start something new, absolutely brilliant time to start focusing on different things, on new things, and to try to think what you can bring into your life that is kind of connected to your situation right now. When it comes to the actual number, your number, of course, this month is going to be number 13. Now, number 13, 1, 3, it's a very powerful number. Number 13, it's a very sacred number. And number 13, it's also trying to let you know that you are going to have your own Wheel of Fortune this month. And the way Wheel of Fortune is going to happen, of course, it's going to happen in such a way when you're going to find yourself being the part of a rather strange situation, when you're going to find yourself being the part of the surrounded by the people who you normally wouldn't be surrounded by, and that particular situation is going to require from you to do something different. It's going to require from you to react really quickly without you even realizing you're going to be under the certain test from the spirits and from your angels. And that is going to be an incredible moment, because this is going to be your turning point that is going to happen, and it's going to come directly from you, from your subconscious mind, from your subconscious way of thinking, and from all those things that you have been focusing on, but without even realizing. This is going to be the moment when you're going to start making all those things happen, but at the same time there's a really wonderful confidence and self-esteem that you are going to have as well. So you're going to be full of idea, and this is going to be the great month also, because you're going to realize something really important about your particular achievement, what you have achieved so far, what would you like to achieve next, and what your next step is going to be. This is going to be absolutely brilliant. And also there is going to be an advice from somebody really wise that you are going to receive this month. There's a really wonderful advice that you are going to receive, and the advice that you are going to get is going to be absolutely the right thing from the right person, from at the right moment, at the right time indeed. I also have to say that it's a wonderful month, especially when it comes to your relationships in general, and especially when it comes to the certain harmony, and especially the harmony and the beautiful energy is going to come through and make you realize something really important about your life, really important about your stage, really important about this particular journey indeed. Okay, and finances, you're going to have a good news about the finances, but there is something really quite interesting going to be revealed to you as well this month about your finances, about your career, and about your direction in general. And that in itself is just going to start making sense to you in a really wonderful way, but also on another hand, at the same time, it's just going to give you a wonderful idea, and that is just going to become really motivating time indeed. By the time we come to the end of May, you're just going to kind of be thinking about this particular idea that is just going to be keeping you going. But on another hand, it's really good because it's going to make you feel really optimistic. It's going to make you feel really good about yourself. So it's going to be it's going to be re-energizing you at the same time. Okay, what else I was going to say, that when it comes to the actual health, my beautiful, my gorgeous, my ever so precious Cancerians, when it comes to the actual health, your stomach is going to be a little bit sensitive. I have seen this before. It's to do with your digestion and it's to do with your stomach. So please, please, please try to make sure that you're taking friendly bacteria. It is just so important to take a friendly bacteria, and I think it's going to do you really good, especially when it comes to you, my gorgeous Cancerians, and especially when it comes to digestion. So it's basically to take like a friendly bacteria. Do check with your doctor, if your GP, if you can take this friendly bacteria or not, especially if you're on any other medications, or if you're pregnant, or if you're breastfeeding, because only your doctor or your GP, perhaps even pharmacist, can actually tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. So please, please, please do check it. And on another hand, what else I was going to say that is going to be rather significant when it comes to your tummy and when it comes to your stomach, when it comes to your digestion, I did recommend this many times, aloe vera juice. Aloe vera juice, if you can get this like organic form, like a natural form, like a pure form, without any rubbish ingredients, without any terrible ingredients that they put in nowadays. They're naughty. And so if you can get like a natural aloe vera juice, and then if you can drink this like throughout the month, it's just absolutely wonderful. It's full of it's full of goodness, it's full of nice vitamins, and it's just going to have a really wonderful effect on your stomach and wonderful effect on your digestion. Okay, so this is something that I highly recommend. But also at the same time, try to drink lots of water, just like a pure water throughout the month. Okay, so now basically going on the first day that I think that it's going to be absolutely ridiculously important. So you're going to have like a basically 4 dates. I already told you the 16th of May, 16th, God, 16th of May, it's going to be really important. The reason why 16th of May is going to be really important, I already told you, but now, alright mate, God, sorry, I have my moments. Anyway, so it's the 1st of May, right? We are going to start with the very first day of May. The 1st of May is just going to be so significant for you, and it's going to be absolutely life-changing and mind-blowing at the same time, because it is just going to start from the very first thing in the morning, when you're going to realize something really important, and you're going to realize that the next 3 months of your life are going to be very significant, because this is going to be a turning point, and this is going to be the point when you're going to need to start changing things slowly, but you will know and you will understand that you will need to do things one step at a time. But the bottom line is that there is a conclusion. This huge massive problem is coming to an end. Lots of other people are going to benefit from it as well, and that's the bottom line. It's a conclusion to a huge problem, which is absolutely brilliant. This is going to make you feel happy, this is going to make you feel excited, and this is going to make you feel like you want to reconnect with the people in your life, especially those people that mean to you so much. There is a certain thing, you know, by the end of the very 1st of May, you will have a really wonderful and healing effect. So when it comes to your health as well, those aliens, when it comes to your health, those aliens, what's wrong with me? When it comes to your health, those ailments that you had so far, especially when you didn't see like an improvements and things like that, now you're going to be able to see like a really beautiful and wonderful improvement, and that's absolutely wonderful. And on another hand as well, there is, by the end of the day, there's going to be like kind of like you will feel very strongly connected to your childhood, very strongly connected to the things that were happening in your childhood, but especially when it comes to those like a certain thing, something is going to become very evident from your childhood. It's not a bad thing necessarily, but something that it just needs to be part of your life right now, which is about to give you and bring you really wonderful insight. Why now? Because now we are entering a slightly different dimension, we are entering a slightly different direction, and now as of this month there are lots of things that are going to be revealed to us that are so connected to our childhood. Doesn't have to be bad necessarily, but it's good because it's going to happen to us periodically, to all of us. But the way it's going to happen to you is just like basically a certain reflection from the past. It's going to bring you absolutely life-changing insight, and this should happen right before the end of the day on the 1st of May. Very interesting indeed. Even if you're not realizing straight away what this is, you know, you can think about it, you can focus on it, And then throughout the night, you will be kind of passing lots of different dimensions, and you're going to pick up even more information on it. You're going to be able to reflect on it, and then by the time you wake up in the morning, you're just going to kind of, it's all going to make sense to you indeed. Okay, on another hand, what else I was going to say, that when we are traveling a lot through the night, and we are like thinking a lot, when we are trying to reconnect and connect to our spirituality, to spirit guides, and especially when it comes to like making certain decisions, especially when it comes to finances, especially when it comes to career, especially when it comes to our direction, I highly recommend like a green aventurine. Please do get one indeed. Green aventurine is a very special little crystal, and it's something that I highly recommend you to wear throughout May and June indeed 2019, because it's a lot that's going to be happening. You're going to need this, and green aventurine is absolutely brilliant to keep the right balance, and absolutely brilliant to keep your mind really sharp, and it's going to help you to make the best possible decisions, but at the same time it is going to attract the finances, good career, and things like that. I highly recommend you to wear like a green aventurine throughout May and June. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain. Sorry, and the link to buy this is in the description below. And of course, by buying this, you're also supporting my channel. Okay, so this is something that I highly recommend you to wear. Now, the second date that I'm going to need you to be really important, really important. The second date that I'm going to need you to pay attention to, it's actually going to be on the 11th of May. Now on the 11th of May, it's all going to be about your own benefit. It is all going to be about your own profit. It is all going to be about a certain gain that you are going to have, that you are going to receive, which is on another hand going to help you a lot with your self-esteem, with your confidence, and especially when it comes to the certain improvement of your life, and when it comes to the certain success. You will know that this is just a temporary, but it's actually really good, and it's exactly what you needed to happen. When I say temporary, don't just, oh no, just temporary. No, this is really good, and it's the profit, and it's a sign, and it's going to be like a very good signification for you to actually that you're on the right track, on the right journey. This is so going to make you this is going to help you so much, and it's also going to redirect you a little bit, because perhaps not that long ago maybe you thought that this is not going to work out, but now this is just going to kind of change itself, and it's going to be really good, because it is just all what you need to do on this 11th of May. It's like basically, it's just don't invest into anything into this particular day. Don't buy something big, don't buy something huge. Any other day it's going to be absolutely fine, but just don't do it on the 11th of May. 11th of May is just going to be the day when you're going to kind of, as I said, you're going to have a really important information, a realization about your profit, but I wouldn't say that this is the perfect day for some kind of negotiation or to buy something really massive, really huge. No, baby, no. Okay, buy little things, little bits and pieces, that's absolutely fine. But to actually invest into something really big, or to have important information, to invest into something, to have an important negotiation, I was going to say, this is not going to be the good day. Avoid. Okay, so now the next and if you do need to have a certain negotiation, just to basically protect yourself with something like a tiger's eye. Tiger's eye, it's absolutely brilliant, and tiger's eye is also going to be quite essential for you to wear throughout May as well, especially when you find yourself being around the people that have got really low energy, or when you find yourself around the people that are like a kind of could give you like a little bit of an evil eye, negative eye, and things like that can actually affect you in so many ways. I highly suggest you like to wear this on the 11th of May only if you basically need to have some kind of negotiation and you can't change this date. Then you can just wear this and try to protect yourself like that as well. But I think that this is something that you're also going to benefit from in like a June 2019, because the energy is just going to be like that. There is a lot going to be happening. You are going to be meeting quite a lot of people, so that's why it's the best to have like a tiger's eye. So you're like keeping yourself grounding, but at the same time you protect yourself, and if you protect yourself against evil eyes as well. This tiger's eye comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is of course as well the link in the description below. And as I said, by buying this you're supporting my channel as well. Now the third important date that I was going to say to you, it's actually going to be, well, it's the fourth important date with the 16th of May that I already said, but the fourth important date is actually going to be on the 30th of May, 30. Oh, now the 30th of May, it's all about your power, all about you feeling really good, all about your accomplishment. Now this is where your life will go on the whole new scale, on the whole new direction, on the whole new dimension. This is where something completely new is going to become available for you, but this is all going to come through and forward through your own confidence. This is so good, because it is just like a basically very interesting situation that is going to happen, because you're going to feel really good, and there is the whole influence that you're going to have. Pay attention to this particular influence, but because this person whom you're going to feel influenced by on the 30th of May is just going to play an important role in your life later on. This is somebody good, this is somebody really amazing, and this is the right person to seriously look up to, somebody like this, because it's absolutely brilliant, the right energy and the perfect work-life balance around this person indeed. Also, and an interesting thing that I was going to say to you on the 30th of May, be a little bit careful. It's a little tiny mini baby warning, and this warning that I'm seeing here is just basically you will be very closely don't repeat your mistake. There is some kind of situation that is going to happen, and you're going to kind of be able to find yourself and to rediscover yourself with something that happened in the past and something that you did in the past and it was a mistake. Do not repeat the same mistake. By the end of the 30th of May, there is going to be like some kind of situation that is going to arise, but at the same time you will know, if you go for it, if you do it, no baby, no, you will repeat the mistake that you did before. So be very careful and don't be foolish. Don't be foolish, okay? Now, basically starting with the first week of May 2019, it is all about your own completion, and it is all about your own vigilance at the same time. It is all about you concentrating and doing things, but absorbing as much as you can what's happening around you at the same time. This is so important, because the very first week is just going to start with your own practicality and security. You will want to think, and you will kind of want to focus on your life, and also you will kind of want to look at the bigger picture. And once you do that, once you step away, you will be able to see the puzzles that are missing. But those puzzles that are missing, they change the shape a little bit, so you will know, even if you find them, they will not be fitting into this place anymore. And the reason why, it's because now the things change slightly, so certain things are going to change, and you will see what is unrealistic. So this is why the puzzle shape changed, because the things are going to be, you will be able to see which things are actually unrealistic, and that is just going to be the turning point. That is going to be absolutely brilliant, because at the same time you're going to start to raise certain energies, and these energies are just going to bring the whole new synchronicity indeed, and that synchronicity is also going to kind of show you the way. Show me the way. That synchronicity is also going to kind of show you the way, and when the way is shown, you will be able to see what was causing you to have a lack of direction. And when you realize what was causing you to have a certain lack of direction in the last 11 months, you're going to be maybe like a little bit surprised, but this is going to be really good, because it's going to be like a new starting point, and it's going to be very interesting at the same time. A couple of choices that are going to become very interesting, and couple of choices that are going to be quite very attractive to you, but one of them is going to be good, and the other one, if you go for it, you will be a little bit outsmarted. So you just need to see where the balance is right, and you're just going to need to see like what you feel completely connected to. It is going to be leading towards a big change when it comes to your home, and it is going to lead towards you making a really big decision, and that big decision is going to lead towards a big change when it comes to your home. You will benefit from this, but other people in your family and other people around you are also going to benefit from this at the same time. Okay, now the second part of May 2019, ooh la la, it is all about your freedom, it is all about your happiness, it is all about your liberation, and this is really good, because this is something that was causing you weakness before. This is something that was giving you the certain uncertainty. So there is going to be like a very swift change when it comes to the certain deception and instability that caused you like a kind of a little bit of murky water not that long ago. So this is going to be bouncing back. This is going to bounce back. You're going to have a really special power when it comes to the way of thinking in May. So you will be able to reflect on it in a different way, and you will be able to gather something very important realization from that. And that in itself is just immediately. That in itself is like literally immediately after that going to kind of make you realize that it's all about the healing and all about the forgiveness, indeed. And that is going to be the huge starting point, my babies. That is going to be a vavavoom moment, indeed. Vavavoom moment, indeed, which is going to lead towards your own victory and mental clarity. And by the time we get to the last part of May 2019, it is all about the certain person that is just kind of going to try to have a little control over you. I don't like this person. It's not a nice person. The person who lies a lot, the person who doesn't say things honestly, the person who is really low, the person who's very strong and very abrupt in all the possible wrong ways. And this is a very two-faced person as well. The face goes all around the place. So somebody's gonna kind of like become the part of the scenario and try to control you a little bit. And you know, this is just going to be some kind of dissatisfaction that is coming from their side. But let me tell you, that dissatisfaction is going to bring something really interesting in you, because it's going to make you realize something that you really want to kind of change certain things about your life, change certain things about yourself. And this is when, again, the things from the childhood, this is a very strong month that is going to make you feel very connected to your childhood, because I'm saying this again, now there's a very strong situation with the childhood that you're going to have, which means that there is a certain element that used to make you happy when you were a child that you stopped doing. Now this is going to slowly come back, and this is just going to become like an evident, important part of your life right now. And it is going to lead towards your own perseverance, a vision, new vision you will have. Around the end of May, it's going to bring you a new a vision, but you will know in order to actually go for it, you will need to kind of like not fight for something, but you will need to put your foot down. And this is a really important time, because that in itself is just going to start something which is what you're going to do. And there is some kind of indecisive situation that you are going to have, and you will really want to kind of like put something to an end. This is when the big part of your life is coming to an end, something that you have been focusing on, a big part of life came to an end, and this is karmically very good. Spiritually, it's brilliant, and something that was giving you restriction. So now this is going to come to an end, and you're just going to fly like a little bird, because the whole new wings are going to come here. The whole new butterfly is going to be born here. So this is an important butterfly time for you here. And that in itself is just going to set, as I said, like it's going to kind of be directly connected to the certain restriction. And that restriction, it's also automatically going to kind of open your eyes towards like a new security and new power in the financial situation. And also at the same time, financial opportunity. It's going to become very, very strongly connected to all this that I already said. As the time goes by after this situation, you're just going to feel more optimistic. And as the time goes by, you see, in the year as well, as the months go by, you're just going to become very more strongly optimistic about this particular situation. So this is going to be something really important, and the finances are just going to start improving after this moment. And that in itself also is going to reflect on you in such a beautiful way. This is a very important month for you, my beautiful Cancerians, and it's not even only about like emotions and things like that, but just looking at the big picture, like, my lord, you've got so much happening, and this is really good indeed. So now I'm going to take these cards, of course, my gorgeous Cancerians, and I'm going to concentrate on those of you that are actually in relationship, and it's going to be for May 2019. So it's for you, my beautiful Cancerians, and it's for those of you that are in relationship. It's for May 2019. Gosh, this is going to be an important month for the relationship indeed, because there are changes that are going to affect your partner, but these changes are also at the same time, you see, going to change, are going to affect you. This is a really absolutely amazing time for relationships, my goodness. And the changes that are going to happen are just going to come directly from your partner. They're gonna come directly from your partner's hard work, I suppose from your hard work as well, but it's also going to happen from your partner's hard work here. And this is going to be a very important time for both of you, because your relationship, this is going to reflect on you in your relationship like really nicely. And also this is just going to lead towards a certain transition and towards a certain change and towards a certain rebirth. This is so important, so important, so important, because financially this is going to be a great month, and financially this is going to make you and help you realize that there is a very, very big stage about to start happening and start unfolding in your life. And what you do now is going to expand, and what you do now is going to like extend, and what you do now is you're just going to start feeling very optimistic about, and this in itself is just going to become one of the most important times of your life, not only when it comes to you, but when it comes to your partner as well. This is also going to be the month that is just, look at this, beautiful. It is just going to be so beautiful, but for both of you something will just kind of bring you together. I'm not saying that you weren't like together before, but there is something that is going to happen that is going to make you realize how important you two are, how important you two to each other are. And also it is going to be like all about harmony, all about love, all about peace, and all about outstanding, all about understanding. And also it is just like most certainly your relationship is actually going to go on a whole new next level, and a whole new level after this month indeed. And also you're going to decide something really important. You're going to decide something really important. You waited for the right time, you waited for the right moment, and there is absolutely mind-blowing decision that you are going to have by the end of this month, and it's going to be good indeed. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you Cancerians that are actually single and ready to mingle. Okay, Cancerians that are single and ready to mingle. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness, we have a, oh Lord, no. Okay, we have a lowers here. How interesting. Look at this, the same card. See that? Same card. Unbelievable. I mean, no, it's not unbelievable, but it is just the certain stages that Cancers are going through. That certain stages are going to affect people in the same way, but in a completely different way, because it depends on our personal situations. It depends on our personal spiritual journey. So, you know what is going to be really interesting? That somebody is going to like get your attention this month. Somebody very interesting, somebody very powerful, somebody very sharp, somebody very strong, somebody very intelligent, somebody who's having the right balance. But you know, there is something more that I want to say, is that you're going to learn through this person. You're going to get a certain realization about this person through this person, not about that person, but about your life, about your love life, and about your emotions, about who you fancy and who you're going to fancy next. And it's also going to be like a couple of people that you're going to be thinking about, couple of people that are going to be in your mind, and couple of people are going to be very interesting this month as well, that are going to be around you, and they're going to be like really make you feel like a vavavumish. They're going to make you feel like vavavumish. They're going to make you feel like a little bit naughty. But let me tell you something, to have a little bit of fun, whatever you think of fun, it's absolutely fine. To this month to actually go out and flirt and have a great time, it's absolutely fine. But be careful, because there is the moon here, and I don't like this card, which means that both of these people, I would just kind of like stay away. Both of these people are not the right people, and both of these people, there is something wrong with them. I'm really sorry. I know it sounds really weird, I know it sounds really bizarre, but it's just like a certain lesson that is for there over here for you to learn. There is some kind of lesson for you to learn, and that lesson is going to be really important, and it's a part of your spiritual journey, and it's just something I'm afraid that you're going to have to go through. It's to do with your feelings, it's to do with your emotions, and it's to do with like a whole new spiritual journey that is going to make you realize that you're like kind of like going on some kind of mature level of thinking. And in order to get to the mature level of thinking, you need to like you need to go through a couple of situations like this indeed. Okay, so that's why I'm saying that this is really important. These two people are both not good people to end up with, but a couple of them are going to be very interesting, but you're going to learn something, you're going to realize something through these people. Okay, and this is what I find really fascinating, because there is the whole new way of thinking that you are going to have about like relationships and love, like by the end of May 2019. Okay, my beautiful, my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my powerful Cancerians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love you all to bits, and I'm sending you brightest blessings, healing, love and light. Mwah. Okay, my gorgeous Cancerians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.